All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Ryan. And that's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Porter over the middle to Smith. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Porter. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 51 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Fights free at the... And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive. Porter. It's caught on the right side at Smith. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, Porter. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Flex round! Flex round!
Off play action. Porter. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Porter. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. One step away from a Super Bowl, and certainly defensively a huge key. They got to take him out of the passing game.
So to do that, they've decided to take their best cover guy to put on him. And the reason they want to do that, limit his opportunities because they don't think the rest of the receivers can beat them.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now they'll He'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down. Porter out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Ready, blue 80. 5, 25. 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80 for that.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. throwing on first down. Porter looking left side. He's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. On the right side, this is Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the pitch to Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, let's go. Gun.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Gun. Hey, express.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
That compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
From the gun on 3rd down. Porter into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready, blue 80. Gun. 11. 25.
From the gun, Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Shrugs him off. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 33 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Porter. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10. Porter. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Porter. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The target that time, Michael Thomas. 3rd down here. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Lutz's kick is good. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Kamara. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, Porter. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. Ooh, with a juke. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
20. 280, back 25. Gun. Look out! Ready for that.
To throw again. Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Let's go.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
There we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And that's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Going deep this time for Miller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Ohio! Ohio!
On first down, Porter. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Ohio!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Porter. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Porter. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Porter. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Porter. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Porter. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd down. Porter. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Silver!
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. From the gun, Porter. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive. So
you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Ready, 11, 22, 25 tonight.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Hey, let's
so
go.
The penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
Gun. Ready, back 25. Hey. Wait.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check.
Hey, Rip Lance. Look out. Get out of it.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Ready, back 25. 25 tonight.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Not a great start to this drive. You have the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Hey, gun. Wait. 25 tonight.
Operating from the gun. Ryan, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Come on, let's go.
And again, it's Collins. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Here we go. White 90.
On 3rd down, this is Collins. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Ryan. He's going to go for a big play. He's got a man. Complete. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 82 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Here's Ryan to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first, they go right back to Collins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking to throw on second down. Porter, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Porter. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. After the penalty, here's Freeman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They go play action now. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. 20. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun.
To throw again is Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going up top. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. This one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
4 down, check, 4 down.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.